welcome to the channel. Since we are a few hours after the new update, so I have prepared a quick overview of the changes for you. There are not many of them, because we are very close to the major one, and probably most of us already could notice that quantity usually is not quality. However, there are a few changes that may be important to many, so let's dive into it. Obviously, whole update is mostly about Season 20 Battle Pass, and as usual we receive something familiar approaches, returning events, feature updates, region-specific game additions, bug fixes, and Season 20 Battle Pass. Cosmetics remind me a little bit the one from last year's Halloween. From returning events, Shady Stock, Fractured Plane, Alley of Blood, Trial of the Hordes, Into the Darkwood, and All Clans on Deck.
Something familiar approaches. You gaze into the distance, through the haze and brimstone encircling the precarious passage that lays before you. A lone adventurer and live companion stride undeterred towards your compromised position. From December 7th to December 18th. Players over level 30 can participate in an event that previews our next major update. During the event, players will receive a 100% bonus to XP earned from Battle Pass levels. Rewards will be available on Day 2, 4, and 8 of the event. Claim them by logging in and completing your daily tasks to unlock these rewards.
So at this point, I think there is more than enough speculations. So it will be best if we just wait patiently for what the developer has prepared, and let's move to the feature update.
Feature updates. Oceanic server matchmaking queue improvements for Battlegrounds. To improve matchmaking in Battlegrounds for servers in the Oceanic regions, we are making several changes to allow players to join the fight more easily. Oceanic regions will stagger when Battlegrounds begins to capture a greater amount of players. When Battlegrounds starts at Coordinated Universal Time plus 11, the start time will delay by 2 hours. When Battlegrounds start at Coordinated Universal Time plus 10, it will delay by 1 hour. Additionally, Oceanic, Korean, and Japanese-based players will now be able to matchmake together.
To me, it looks like this region suffered from low popularity. Perhaps such a change was necessary. If someone from this region is watching me, then leave some feedback in the comment.
Battlegrounds rewards changes. Players will now receive rewards from participating in battlefield matches beyond the first 3 per day to better recognize your vigilant efforts in combat.
I have already checked this change. I think this is probably the best change of this update. Until now, playing a lot of Battlegrounds was, let's be honest, waste of time. Fortunately, it was decided that now there will be rewards with each battle. It's not the most efficient way to grind scrap, but it's still better than nothing.
Battleground resonance adjustments. We are making further adjustments to matchmaking in Battlegrounds to facilitate better matchmaking between players of similar power levels. We'll achieve this in a couple of different ways. After Legendary rank, we are reducing the importance that resonance has when matchmaking. Once you've reached the Legendary rank, you'll still be able to match with players that have high resonance, but it will be weighted less and eventually ignored once you're a high enough power level.
And I must admit that I have already played PvP with the new update, and from the perspective of Gold 3, I was not matched with any 8 or 10k resonance players, which was quite common before the update. However, I was still the player with practically the least resonance. There were just more 4k or 5k players, but I definitely felt less resonance difference.
Additionally, once a match is found, armor and armor penetration values will be considered for which team players are assigned to.
And here it's hard to say how it really works, but I believe this is directed against players who intentionally lowered their resonance, leaving regular gems at a much higher level than other players. However, it is a double-edged sword and may cause a negative impact, because if anyone has adapted the tips from this video and has invested in secondary stats, then this update may turn against him, but I hope that won't be the case. We also have information that PvP will be merged with other servers. However, we don't know which servers exactly, so we'll probably find out in practice. That's all we got, and as always, thanks for watching.